Hey guys, Chris here. I apologize for the terribly windy weather, but it is fall now here in Norway, and that's what the weather is like. I'm here outside of Dahles Auto, my local Audi dealer here in Fredrikstad, where we bought our Audi A4 because I'm test driving the brand new Audi A6 50TDI with the S-Line package, but that only includes wheels and suspension, not, the exterior S-Line package. That's how they do it. This car has keyless go, keyless entry. Just gonna hop in because it is very windy outside. Oh, there we go. And this, first impressions is that the new interior here in the new Audi A6 is so brilliant and so stunning. I even think it's nicer than the new Q8, which is supposed to be a class above a more expensive car. Turn down the volume here. And then we have, the new infotainment system here, the dual screens, and then you have, Audi's good old virtual cockpit. And, first impressions is that this interior is just insane in quality and insane in detail and insane in tech. So we're going to take this car on the road, give you guys a first impressions. I only have this car for a few hours, but in those few hours, we're going to see if I like this car, if I recommend you guys to, go out and test drive it, or, those things. So I'm now set the seat to my position, the steering wheel to my position. I found a very comfortable seating position here. These seats seem to be very nice and really soft leather. I don't know if they call it Nappa. It might be Nappa. This is a 50 TDI, so it has a 3-liter V6 diesel, and V6 is key here. Quattro, 286 horsepower, 550 newton meters of torque, if I'm not mistaken. And or might even be 600. So setting off here. And yeah, I've, expressed my, I've expressed my non-liking of diesel engines, that being 2-liter diesel engines, this being four-cylinder diesel engines, this being a V6. That's a very, very different story, because V6 diesels actually sound really nice. They have a really nice rumble to them usually, like this one. And yeah, it's just so quiet and so comfortable actually. This car has 19-inch wheels on winter tires though. Quattro all-wheel drive, and let's see if we can find the drive select here. Everything is now touchscreen, so things aren't familiar anymore. There, drive select down here. And we are now in auto. Let's put it into comfort and see what that feels like. So this has the S-Line package, giving it the these 19-inch wheels, and also the S-Line suspension, though this has adaptive dampers. So it still feels very comfortable. We do have lane keep assist on. How do I turn that off? There, turn it off by the stalk on the side here. Let's just, this thing is torquey and so smooth. And this engine is really nice, has a really nice tone to it, and just pulls really nicely. Responsive gearbox, this thing does pull. 286 horsepower. It's not a slow car by no means. It feels really nice. This engine suits this car really nicely, and this thing is really quiet at speed. We have, of course, double pane laminated windows, which seems to have become a standard in luxury cars today, to make these cars just as sound insulated as possible. In town now, I want to test this car on, at slow speeds on broken pavement, covered streets. And we have an Audi A4 from before, and that has a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. which is pretty much quite terrible around town because it's so slow to engage. There's this lag when you press the throttle to when, you know, the clutch stuff like that engages and you get moving. The response is just very slow. So I want to see, this has a traditional 8-speed automatic transmission. This is a ZF unit that you know, basically everybody uses today. Is either the, oh, that's auto start stop. Basically manufacturers today either use their own gearbox, like Mercedes use their own. Who else uses their own? Mercedes, GM, Ford, you know, the big manufacturers. Or you have ZF, or you have ASIN, which is one of the most common 8-speed automatic transmissions in, you know, the car business today. Suspension here at low speeds, you definitely feel the car is stiff, even in comfort mode, but it's really nicely damped. So bumps, this car just glides very nicely over the bumps, just soak them up. But you do feel that there is an edge of stiffness, though not uncomfortable at all. It's set up well, even more comfortable than our Audi A4, which has standard suspension on 18-inch wheels. This has 19-inch wheels. We have only driven on smooth asphalt here, but soon we'll make our ways into the city here, downtown, these narrow streets, and from a stop, yeah, it pulls. So there's no delay from the transmission at all to expect. This is a traditional torque converter automatic, so there shouldn't be, but you never know because these things are programmed by the manufacturers. So ZF make this transmission, but then Audi take, you know, a raw transmission and probably with a base software, and then they program it. So in the business today, BMW is really known for their programming with the ZF transmission, but Audi also do it very nicely. And yeah, around town this car is just very nice. So you sit low, the cowl is low, but you have rather large windows, and so the greenhouse is very nice, very airy. And even though this car has a black interior, which I'm not a particular fan of black interiors, you guys who have been following the channel for a while know that. This has just enough chrome and metal and you know, materials to brighten and lighten up the interior, so it's not really that dark. So here in the city now, we have potholes, we have manhole covers, we have unbroken pavement or broken pavement, we have cobble covered roads here. And yeah, the initial setup is soft, and then it stiffens up. So this car with the standard suspension might even be more comfortable, but well, this is actually really nice, this suspension setup, because what you get a stiffer car, which has, you know, a more taut handling and taut setup on the road. A couple hours in the 2018 Audi A6 50TDI Quattro, and first impressions are extremely well, actually. This is a very good car, and well, I didn't think it would be anything else than brilliant. Audi make one of the best cars, though lacking in emotion. This interior is so nice, so top notch, and I think they've brought emotion a little more back to the Audi interiors with this generation, and it has top-notch build quality. It's still a bit German and still a bit clinical. It might be nicer in a different color combo, but other than that, there's no faulting this interior at all. The driving experience, well, is very good. This has the adaptive S-line suspension, so adaptive dampers, magnetic ride, though set to the firmer side. I actually like it, but I would have to drive the normal dampers and also the normal adaptive dampers to see which one I would actually prefer. But the biggest takeaway from this car is the solidity of how it feels to drive, and also just how quiet it is, even with this diesel engine. This is a 3-liter V6 diesel very refined, sounds meaty, sounds brilliant actually. You do have some vibrations. You will have more vibrations than what you will have in a gas engine, but since it's a 6-cylinder, I don't mind it as much because the noise it makes is very nice. So that's the biggest takeaway from this car, is just how solid and nice it is to drive, and actually how comfortable it is to drive. So should you go out and buy the Audi A6, well, I think you at least should go out and test it and test drive it. Check it out and see what you think yourselves, because it is a very, very good car. So guys, that was just my short first drive, my short test drive of the 2018 Audi A6 50TDI Quattro. I hope you liked today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below, and for more car content, as always guys, please subscribe. See you guys later and goodbye.